right, ebusuafo masan atnas BMK Kobe Sports. Yenhwe nkomo mede eba. Ebusuafo entokwa asore ewo Women's Africa Cup of Nations no. Na ntokwa na efre himfa. I say about 2 weeks pe was say Women's Africa Cup of Nations no ebaso. Na entokwa ahase between South Africa and CAF and Morocco. Na mede san ntokwa no emu nchirechire mu nyina mede ebebaso. Na Ghana has say no referees manager nipa ohwe referees so ewo Ghana has say no I friend Alex Corte or say the biggest target pa the target kese pa and say Ghana referee ebekwa akodi FIFA World Cup final the biggest target pa and say that could be a World Cup final na Ghana referee ne jinema officiating FIFA World Cup no hey papa we me feel brutal ni so ade no so what I say and on say be wura Alex Corte camp na ya hwese de sitie no ye besa akọ Black Stars omo training omo camp no yes baby omo akọ camp no training camp no for the World Cup no Bryant University ye be ko talk akra wo ho na akọhwese de hu sitie baby Black Stars be ko akọda no be ko akọ training no na baby omo akọda baby omo akọ training no ye be ko akọhwe ho kakra na ya hwe se de ho se insemitie ada nsem gumini mam de nyina eba so entino bo modern. So be join the family by hitting the subscribe button and turning on the notification. Ma can say the busia for my fans 7 church mumra na yem calling 10. Me busia for my chance here wo Black Queens Cup. There Kim Last or the same be to just say if Black Queens pa etimi ashe Russia club FIFA ranking no more about 28 or so. If Ghana that 62nd etimi ache Russia show mo dia he believes say betimi ashow bia Ghana betimi ashow bia na Women's Africa Cup of Nations no krampo no ono gidi pass Ghana ye betimi akọ na akwaje Women's Africa Cup of Nations na eba so el Morocco no yentie Black Queens head coach Kim Last.
Of course you always dream about the best, but I mean we knew before the game that they were the favorite because of the ranking and the history, but we also know that we trust our girls so much, and we know that we're just getting better for every game, for every camp, for every day we are together, for every meeting, for every training. We're just getting better and better, and to win today, I'm super happy that we won today, but I mean in the way we won also with 4-0, and it was deserved 4-0. It's not 4 lucky goals. It's in the way we played it. It's amazing. It's the best game I ever have seen this team play. I mean, if Russia are, don't know, 28, something like that in the FIFA ranking, so that means that they are better. If you're looking at the FIFA ranking than all of the other teams that plays in Africa, and we won with 4-0 today. So it means that, I mean, the high potential in this group it's top. It shows that we have the quality to go all of the way and beat all of the teams in Afcon. It's not going to be easy, so it's separate style of football as well. I think they suits us pretty well, Russia, so we need to have that in our mind, but I mean we can only do what we can do, and we did it today. Yeah, I mean that's probably is going to be the most tricky one because we play against another African country that absolutely want to beat us. They will be the underdogs. We know that they have a young talent group of players that they're going to run a lot, they're going to tackle a lot. So if we are not there, they for sure is going to win the game. So we need to be happy tonight and then back to training tomorrow and then show up in the last game against Tanzania.
Well, na yen fa no nsiwo na yen ko Women's Africa Cup of Nations no yen gina Africa Cup of Nations why because for asem we no enhire anye nice because minim de ntia 2 weeks per to a major tournament like Women's Africa Cup of Nations na finance nsem we nyina eba imagine say ye bebo World Cup aka 2 weeks man ye bebo World Cup no na afina hosting countries ne nsem bebre eba ho ebusuafo ni nyina ne say some few weeks ago Morocco omo na also mo hosti Women's Africa Cup of Nations na eba 2026 Morocco na also hosti tournament ne be sha say 17th of March to 3rd of April. Enti aka 2 weeks pe na tournament na ebe start Morocco. In fact, because of the tournament we and ama Black Queens akọ UAE omo pink ladies cap to prepare the team, to shape the team very well. So the young tournament no. Now tournament no and I make a few weeks ago Morocco extra coma CAF. Say omun to me who see Women's Africa Cup of Nations no, because stadiums no any infrastructure no league no local league no bonds no, they are using the facilities. It's no ebe yanka CAF or extending more mo kakra. Say the yanka mebo league baby no mbenya some of the stadium ni infrastructure ni ada ni maybe ombehia no mbenya ni nyina but say ade o my tight because I say omo sha space no swa space omo be bo omo hu no swa but minim de enti akaf se chenchena Morocco fo e na en host no it is a problem aba ne say ukọ South Africa sports minister Ghana Hanka Kofi Adams what I say South Africa sports minister your friend no Gaten Mackenzie ade watu to be the amane CAF because CAF president so South African your friend no Patrice Motsepe na sisi on South Africa almost sports minister nya problem South Africa sports minister say onim de ntia CAF almost a chinchina Morocco na hosti Women's Africa Cup of Nations no because they themselves South Africa no am I ready so Morocco nye ready so be hosti Women's Africa Cup of Nations now omo fambre omo South Africa no am I ready so be hosti aden no mahwema women football enim egu asesa aden na CAF atna ho ma women's football enim egu asesa na asede de bia ye ko pachaw akire Morocco say yesre momoayen enya bebia hosti omo South Africa omo facilities no ombetimi hosti yenkoti South Africa minister sports minister ifeni Gaten Mackenzie en command the tuja.
If Morocco is ready to host WAFCON because they are the brilliant Afcon, they should do so. But if they are not ready, we want to tell them we are not a country with no stadiums. We are not a country with no infrastructure. We as South Africa will never be held hostage by countries that has less than what we have. As the Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, if you are not going to host, because maybe 1 or 2 other countries you can tell them they must wait for you because they don't have the infrastructure. We don't wait for no one. We will not allow women to be treated in such a fashion. We will not allow women's football to be treated. How in this day and age people are scared to say it. I'm not scared to say it. If Morocco is not going to host it, South Africa, as the Deputy Minister said, we are standing ready. Because at the end of the day, this is all to embarrass the president of CAF. And he didn't say it, I'm saying it. So don't attribute what I'm saying here to him.
Yeah, na ebusafo in some way no. And I can find some about my CAF as why she pass. See a CAF. Omu who said 2 weeks time. Morocco be host tournament here and say hosti. Akwa in some bebre. Na eno CAF almost spokes communications manager and a communications director. Your friend Luzolo September. Ni dino no Luzolo September. Ono na oba Twitter and I say X. And obema update says CAF say or the updates beba about country be host Women's Africa Cup of Nations no in the next 48 hours no omo the updates beba eti Lusoko September no betro to Twitter or say CAF will communicate within the next 48 hours on the situation regarding the Total Energies Women's Africa Cup of Nations 2026. There has been several discussions for weeks. The matter is receiving urgent and high-level attention. It's a CAF communication manager and then within the next 48 hours no. The updates beba no bia ehuni po be hosti Women's Africa Cup of Nations no. Masa in 2 weeks. After the mobeka say with 2 weeks. Ghana na sisi yakoshe UAE ahwe Middle East nsema ekosi enye mo tournament yanka Black Queens nko ho. Black Queens akoshe ho wi training prepare for Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Afi mo nhwe de mo de Afcon Women's Afcon mama bibia ye basa. Ode ebusa yemfe no nsi wo na yenko the next story. Ma menko referees manager Ghana referees manager friend Alex Corte. Ono no hwe Ghana referees nyina so ono da o ma no Alex Corte ena odi nkomo ni GFA akodi nkomo na papa ya kase bi wa kakra ase esre so kakra Alex Scott say ono de the biggest target for Ghana referees ni say one day opese ye bo FIFA World Cup final to say Bianca Argentina and France what you say Spain any ebia Brazil omo bo FIFA World Cup final no na Ghana ni jinema officiate sa particular game no or say possible I didn't say possible even if NC na ne penso kra there is a time coming or to Tonyo Modi Shishayi Guaquema, there is a time coming a Ghana referee and a bedi FIFA World Cup final.
Okay, so what is really your vision? So I think that basically two things.
All right.
And I think that it is doable. The first one is to get a FIFA referee to the World Cup, to the World Cup final. That is the first thing. You know when
that's very ambitious.
Yeah, very
achievable.
Yes, it is. If not from the current crop of FIFA referees that we have, I'm looking at the next generation of the FIFA referees. We will get it. We will get there. If they are able to keep up with the work, the education and training that we have given them, I'm sure we will get there. When I came into refereeing, my target was to get to the FIFA referee and also get to the World Cup. That was my target. And for me, I said that I would not even bother if it is under 17, under 20, or whatever it is. The world stage was very important. I was not able to get there. And so I told myself that given this opportunity, I must get somebody to get there.
Asemo nipa de say dream big what you say it's pass on so o dream big ho na caf final cry ni bi o de enya hwe asemo alright yem face one na yem call the next one so ade Danlad Ibrahim former Kumasi Asante Kotoko goalkeeper ena ono nso wakasa odi nkomo kakra about Benjamin Asare the Black Stars call up no ma fan no so number 1 no almost saying Kabeya message ben and obitim dia ama Benjamin Asare for Black Stars because last edition of the World Cup Qatar 2022 na yekoye no busa for Danlad Ibrahim of Kumasi Asante Kotoko on only the local goalkeeper mo fan man call World Cup even though say wan ko debi mum die but on the goalkeeper of Ghana Kobe and this time Benjamin Asare and highly likely so no one ebeko and no and I must say assemble na worker or see Benjamin Asare they say be or any senior brother or some say any senior colleague in the football industry it's on team between of but the way I can say the insurasem and injury free and odi Benjamin Asare nti or say Benjamin Asare is my senior so it wouldn't be right for me to advise him. I can only see God's lack, favor and strength for him to protect him from any disgrace or injuries. I really admire his conduct both on and off the pitch and I pray that he performs exceptionally well for Ghana in the tournaments. Danlad Ibrahim, former Kumasi Asante Kotoko goalkeeper, message to Benjamin Asare and so I don't know. Ebuja for my young twaswa my last story and story so my young called Black Stars training camp and so Bryant University. Yes, former Asante Kotoko management member Madam Denta and our kwakopie Bryant University and I just only paying for akodi nkomo no mo si ombra to place no nhwe how a Bryant University city fair training facilities are near the nyina ebusiafo let's join Madam Denta na yenhwe bibia Black Stars omekwakoye omu training and so FIFA World Cup no yenkohwe how a Bryant University.
We'll show you some pictures and just obviously because it's snowing, you know, we can't see the field, but there is a field there, promise you.
My name is John Rupert. I'm the Deputy Director of Athletics. I've been here at Bryant for 28 years. I was the primary point person for bringing the FIFA World Cup to Bryant. So this is where the sports medicine will work out of here for the team. All the training and treatment areas right here. We have the hydrotherapy room, which is the hot and cold tubs for after workouts or before workouts. And then we have the exam room for the team doctor to work out of.
Okay, perfect.
Bryant truly does stand out in the state like that. There's no other school like them from a international business standpoint. And so whatever we can have happen in that space, we're really looking forward to. And then of course, just tourism in general.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that the Ghanaian visitors have a great place to stay and they can have fun. And
So Ghana jollof is our favorite rice dish. If you have that, you have the whole of Ghana. We have, our kings and queens. We have our traditional adwa dances. We have our traditional weaving, our kente, our shea butter. So I think there could be like a Ghana day.
with Rhode Island FC being our new football club, there's already sort of this big growing environment of people who just love soccer. But we also care a lot about the cultures of the people who are coming here, and we want to open our arms to them and welcome them and really be able to have them come back and say nice things.
Well, I will say me this year say busia for na me kind no de bia e be ko e be bo de say e be ko de more stories asanso de aba unsubscribe ya ni de ma subscribe for me obesan so atimi ka bi man fa osia. Peace out.